Sir, we all know that if one wants to succeed, then one should plan about the coming days early enough and work accordingly and regularly. But planning for future often generates fear and anxiety about the results. So how can we overcome such situations?
As I already mentioned, you see, judging 20th century, I think there are a lot of sort of events which bring us hope. 1996, I had opportunity meeting with Queen Mother of England. Her own age, 96. I think she born 1900. So therefore, I asked her, since you observed whole century, so world become better or same or worse? Without hesitation, she responded to me, world become better. She used the reason. When she was young, nobody talked about human right and the right of self-determination. Nowadays, these become universally accepted. She mentioned that. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the event during 20th century, I think much changed. One my sort of, actually my friend, and actually I consider my teacher about quantum physics, one German professor, von Weizsäcker, now no longer. In 1990s, some occasion, he told me when he was as a young German, and every German eye, French is their enemy. And French eyes, German is their enemy. Nowadays, that kind of sort of thinking completely disappeared, changed. So, as I mentioned earlier, at the early part of 20th century, European Union, that kind of spirit, unthinkable. The later part of, after Second World War, you see that those member states previously killing each other, now that completely changed. So these, and they also destroy or disappear of Berlin Wall, not by force, but by people's movement, popular movement, and headed by Czech like that. So I think the main leader of that movement, Czech, the late President Havel, my great friend, I really admire him. See, very, very gentle, very calm. See, he, I think, one of the, important leader, changed whole Eastern European countries. Then eventually, Soviet Union also changed. I think 1 year, maybe, I think just before Berlin Wall disappeared, the East Germans president, the communist leader, Honecker, he stated Berlin Wall remain next 100 years. But then within few months, Berlin Wall disappeared. Not by force of NATO, but by popular movement. Basic human nature, no force can stop. Now, totalitarian system is against basic human nature. Human nature, we loves freedom. With freedom, we can utilize individual creativity nature. So, the interest for nations also, individual sort of freedom is very important. Look, India, there is freedom. I think India, compare neighboring states, this country, despite some sort of drawbacks here and there, but basically most peaceful, most stable, and now India is the most populated democratic country. Because of that, more stable, more peaceful. And the religious harmony is, you see, India's tradition with the concept of ahimsa. This country, I think all major religious tradition exists here, beside a homegrown different spiritual tradition. That is Sankhya philosophy, Jain philosophy, Buddhist philosophy. These are homegrown different spirituality or religion or different philosophy. Then Zoroastrianism come from ancient Persia, and then Judaism, Christian, Islam, all from outside, but very well settled in this country. India is the unique, India is unique, I think, only nation where all major world religious traditions live together. So this is, I really feel the greatness of India, truly. So therefore, see, I think in this country, I think you can make, I think, a significant contribution for more compassionate world. Ancient Indian sort of knowledge about mind, about emotion, very rich. The ancient Indian sort of knowledge about mind or psychology, these things, you see, highly developed. The Western sort of psychology, compare ancient Indians, ancient psychology, Western psychology, the standard of psychology looks like kindergarten level. India is highly developed. So my sort of, what's the respected sort of criticism is, your ancient, this rich knowledge, in modern India, not much pay attention. I think, including you, so that generation of India, I think too much westernized. So I think India have the sort of ability to combine ancient Indian sort of knowledge about emotion and knowledge how to tackle these emotions. These knowledge and modern technology, modern education, these two things combine. Then I think people physically comfortable, all the facility there, mentally compassionate, peaceful. And India's, I think, century-old secular concept, I think, very wonderful. Then ahimsa concept. Really, ahimsa, I think, very much related with action. The action of ahimsa, action of non-violence, very much based on karuna. So when we talk about ahimsa does not mean so we remain indifferent. Not that way. You see, ahimsa, you have the opportunity or ability to strike back, to destroy, but use our intelligence, restrain, harming them. That's ahimsa. That very much based with sense of concern of their well-being, respect their right. So, restrain, harming. So, genuine practice of ahimsa must go together with Karuna. Clear? Like that.